time to go. Go them out there and see what they can do.
You're going to tell us who you're starting at quarterback, right?
They want to run out first. It's really not starting. It's Whitlow or Toby. They want to run out there first. It's not really start. I guess you guys can start it, but it's slash.
Is Jalen more comfortable, would you say, right now with the situation since he's playing?
I would think, but the ice looks good. I asked him just a minute ago, is he ready? He said, yeah, we wish the game in 2 hours. I said, I don't. I didn't see this practice. But you like it. You like it. I don't want them to try to hide behind anything, because you're going to be nervous. I don't care how you spend it, you're going to be nervous. The first time he runs out on the field. So, but he's a confident guy. Has a lot of confidence in his ability, and we'll go out there, see what happens.
Are you more concerned about playing Matt Rourke at quarterback, or this combination that you've created?
I was more concerned about Matt Rourke, no doubt. It's really had to be. It was really one-sided, We didn't have not one pass. We did have one pass, behind the line of scrimmage. So that was one of the things that you was concerned with. These guys have enough. We hope that we can, that they can execute each one of them individually, that we can keep these guys off balance.
Jalen seemed to work to AJ a lot Saturday. Does he have better chemistry with the other guys who were working with the twos previously at this point?
I don't know if that's where his read took him. It wasn't, everybody gets caught up in his go-to. That's where his read took him. I expect him to go where his read takes him. His read took him to AJ a couple times in Saturday's game. He's got to throw it this week, exactly where his read takes him again this week.
Will it be a situation where you stick with one guy if he's hot, or will it be more situational?
It'll be more situational. We've committed to playing them both, and we need to play them both.
What's the attitude been like this week with those guys? You're off to a 1-4 start, but obviously the math still has you in it to make the postseason.
For those guys, or for the whole team?
Anybody.
Oh, you said those guys.
But your guys.
I think the attitude's been great. We've never had to, since we've been here, we've never had to prod them and get them going. They've always been upbeat, and came out here with a lot of juice in practice. So the thing we got to do is carry from the practice field to the game.
Booker, since he's been here, we've seen Randy prepare, work with Andre Woodson and Clark Line and Randall and Max and Matt Ward already, and even Curtis Pulley was coming on. Talk about his ability to develop young.
First thing, Randy has the ability to communicate with those guys, and those guys really like how he interacts with them on and off the field. And I think he's able to spend a lot of time with them in the meeting room. It's more meeting time than most coaches, because doing special teams he's in meetings, doing special teams walkthroughs he's in meetings. So they get a lot more meeting time than most. So they get a little bit closer to each other. He's able to get a little, and it's only 4 guys, isn't it? He's able to get a little bit closer to the guys. They trust him. He's done a really good job developing a lot of different quarterbacks. And Rourke in 3 days. Did a good job with him, and that was one of the more nervous weeks that we probably had around here with a guy like that. One that never taken a snap from the center. So, but he does a really good job developing quarterbacks. He has a lot of experience. I think that helps too. And those guys, of all the quarterbacks that he's been around, that he's got a chance to develop.
Are there any other injury situations? Like, do you have anybody on this?
Miles Simpson practiced today, and we think that he might. We'll take a look at him tomorrow, and we don't have all day Saturday like we've had in the last couple of weeks, but we'll take a look at him. But right now, we expect him to be the ones.
Zach West will be good.
Josh Force. Kind of questionable now after going 2 days and came up empty today. So
and Corey's banged up too, right?
Corey, yeah. So we're playing Lowry at that position a little bit, and since we have an extra safety, we're moving Helen to safety. So Lowry's. Hey, we gotta be creative. That's where we're at. We gotta be creative. again, that position is really just a nickel back. Lowry's probably more suited there, but we don't have a lot of safeties. So we'll play him at some of the same back.
Mr. Cobble would go?
Mr. Cobble had a good week. Struggled a little bit Tuesday, but then had a good Wednesday, Thursday, so he'll be the starter for us on Saturday.
We saw Max come through a few minutes ago while we were waiting. Any word from doctors on how his surgery went?
They thought it went good, which doctors always consider.
Did they have any timetable after they got in there and saw what they were dealing with?
No, they don't have any timetable. They think, again, it's going to be hard, to get back this year, but we'll work towards it.
Tristan Johnson was saying that you talked to his dad.
Tristan Johnson was saying that. Okay.
Yeah. He said that you had a conversation with his dad about how he was a joker and not working hard enough, and that like some light bulb came on for him at that time. Have you seen him change?
Definitely. And a lot of it has to do not with what I said. Coach Turner's been real persistent in staying on him. And they don't always go up as fast as we want them to. But Tristan Johnson was a guy that he saw Quay Huzzy, who was a buddy of his, and struggled to play. We're playing here, and Tristan Johnson was one of those guys who was probably headed to, transferring himself. But he worked his tail off in the springtime, took care of his academics, which he hadn't always done. Now he's a guy that's been consistent 2.7, 2.8, and worked really hard on the practice field. And now he's a guy that you can count on. He's not always. He picks it. He's still the joker. He's still the class clown, but he picks his moments. He understands now when it's time to be serious. Also, that's his demeanor. So he's always going to have to try to find time to joke around with the players also. But he's done a really good job at managing when and when not to.
Joker, what does it feel like? Is it at stake for you guys this weekend?
It's like another game. Everything's at stake when you're playing an SEC game. It's not any different than in any other week, any other situation. It's an SEC game. We came here to play these type of games, and we got to get ready to go out and compete against another top 20 team.
Joker, how much, I don't know if comfort's the right word, but does it make you feel any better with whichever quarterback you got out there? You got Matt Smith, the senior center, you got Larry Warford out there, Ryan King's talking to him. It's just kind of helping him along.
That definitely helps when you got those guys. And one thing I told you before, the receivers this Tuesday is their job to make the quarterbacks comfortable. Feel a little bit better about what they're doing. Follow those guys, I'll get with them, and watch tape with them. Some of them have done it. I don't know if there's enough of them have done it. But those freshman quarterbacks have definitely been over there a lot more. You can see that. That's human nature also. It's hard to prepare. Like a starter, you try to tell them you got to prepare like a starter, but it's hard to get them to prepare like a starter when they're not really a starter. But when the time comes, you see a difference. And again, it's definitely helpful to have a senior center and senior guard, but there's still a lot of babies around, and a lot of these young receivers that it's hard for them to lean on them because they don't know a lot. So, but we'll put them out there and see what happens.
Folks,
Thank you guys.